Sarah says, we will be reading from the 1951 typed version, reading from the published version, 1957. 1951 version is originally typed, and these are all linoleum block letters that I have assembled onto this scroll for the purpose of this exhibition. I first met Dean not long after my wife and I split up. I had just gotten over a serious illness that I won't bother to talk about, except that it had something to do with the miserably weary split up and my feeling that everything was dead. With the coming of Dean Moriarty began the part of my life you could call my life on the road. Before that, I'd often dreamed of going west to see the country, always vaguely planning and never taking off. Dean is the perfect guy for the road because he was actually born on the road. When his parents were passing through Salt Lake City in 1926 in a jalopy on their way to Los Angeles. First reports of him came to me through Chad King, who'd shown me a few letters from him written in a New Mexico reform school. I was tremendously interested in the letters because they so naively and sweetly asked Chad to teach him all about Nietzsche and all the wonderful intellectual things that Chad knew. At one point, Carlo and I talked about the letters and wondered if we would ever meet the strange Dean Moriarty. This is all far back, when Dean was not the way he is today, when he was a young jail kid, shrouded in mystery. Then news came that Dean was out of reform school and was coming to New York for the first time. Also, there was talk he had just married a girl called Mary Lou. Thank you. Are there any questions I can answer for you?
What sort of paint did you use for the snaps?
This is actually, on this scroll I was using Speedball linoleum block ink. Really, I was just trying to think of a way to sort of engage with that 50th anniversary. The original text was published on a long scroll. He was typed on a long scroll. He wrote the whole thing on a single scroll of paper in a extremely short period of time. So somehow that all came together in my head to do a version of this as a scroll. Any other questions?
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You've been a lovely audience.
why I have my hearing aids turned
Ah.
on. Wow, yeah, it was so nice to be able to understand you so easily. I have trouble understanding almost everyone.
You know, that yelling helps.
The traveling scroll. You're on the road at DeCordova.